These are 7 things you guys need to know before starting your own e-commerce business. Guys, over the last year, I've averaged over $1 million a month with my e-commerce businesses. For you guys that know me, my name is Samir Mathwani. I'm a multi-millionaire that has stemmed from dropshipping and e-commerce myself. In this video, I'm gonna keep it really formal, but I'm gonna give you guys some really good help on 7 things you need to know before starting your own e-commerce business. Just to get straight into it without wasting any time, the first thing you guys need to know is that starting an e-commerce business is not as hard as you think, and you can actually use dropshipping to start your own e-commerce brand. What do I mean by this? Well, a lot of people have a misconception of what dropshipping actually is. People think that dropshipping is a method to make money and it's a business model of its own, but they're completely wrong. Dropshipping is just a method of fulfillment, and when you're starting an e-commerce brand, it's dumb for you to get your own inventory. The smartest thing you guys can do is leverage dropshipping warehouses in China to test products and see if they actually are gonna work. And big brands do this all the time. If you guys don't think brands like Nike, Under Armour, or these other big name companies are leveraging dropshipping to test out SKUs before they actually buy inventory, you are completely wrong. You guys want to utilize dropshipping in order to find products to sell and actually utilize the fulfillment method of dropshipping to test products quicker. I mean, why would you put down $50,000 for inventory for your e-commerce brand when you could utilize dropshipping and do it for basically free? You can always use dropshipping to test a product quickly and then reinvest the profits into actually getting an inventory. So I highly recommend anybody watching this video, if you're thinking about starting an e-commerce brand, don't waste time and get inventory, save your capital, save your time, and just start with dropshipping. 9 out of 10 times the product you want to sell is available with dropshipping from a dropshipping supplier. If you guys need your dropshipping supplier, just click the link below. Me and my team will help you out. The next thing that I recommend you guys do before starting your e-commerce brand in 2024 is leverage AI. In 2024, there are so many AI tools out there that you guys can use for your e-commerce brand to accelerate it to scale as quickly as possible. I mean, guys, in 2024, you can launch, build, and scale an e-commerce brand with AI in days. You don't have to get a product photo shoot. You don't have to get custom ads made, and you don't need an expert to make your website. In fact, you can do all of this with AI. A couple AIs that are honorable mentions are copy.ai. You can use it to copy literally any Shopify store out there. So any of your competitors or anybody else selling a similar product to what you want to sell, you can use copy AI to copy their website. For your creatives, which is the most important part, basically your commercials, you can use different AIs to make your creatives. You can use creatify.ai to create AI creators that actually look like real people. You can use Midjourney to actually create images to use for your ads. You can use CapCut to edit your creatives together, which is extremely easy and it does not take a professional. My favorite, you can use 11 Labs to create AI voiceovers for your ads. Guys, I'm spending over 30K a day on Facebook ads right now, and majority of my ads are just 11 Labs, Midjourney, and CapCut all mixed together to make certain types of videos. These videos do really well, and just by leveraging AI for your content and your creatives, you're way ahead of the competition and you can test products a lot quicker. Another AI that I love to use and I highly recommend you guys use before starting your e-commerce brand is Flare.ai. Flare.ai allows you to create product images without actually even having the product. It utilizes AI software to where you can just type the product in there and it will literally show you product images and mock-up images for that exact product. I remember back in the day when I was testing products and I had my first winning product, which was electric lighters. I actually had to go in my kitchen cabinet, put the lighter in my kitchen cabinet, dim the lighting, and put a flashlight behind it to get professional photos. It took me days to pull this off. But nowadays, you guys can easily do that without having all the legwork. You guys can genuinely just use Flare.ai, put in your product, and you can get product images like that. If you don't use AI in 2024 for your e-commerce brand, you are completely going to be behind the A-ball, and guys like me are just going to lap you. So don't make the mistake and make sure you guys are using AI. The next tip I give you guys when it comes to starting your e-commerce brand in 2024 is make sure you're using TikTok Shop to find winning products. Now, the thing is, some of you guys might already have a product you want to sell, and some of you guys might not. But speaking to the people that don't know what product they want to sell, they just know they want to make money with e-commerce, make sure you're using TikTok Shop to find these winning products. And I'll actually go in here on my computer and show you exactly what I mean. So there's a tool that we like to use called callodata.com. Callodata is basically like an API software that scrapes all the products on TikTok Shop to show you which products are doing well. Now guys, the reason why I really recommend you use TikTok Shop to find these winning products is because these are products that have proven revenue behind them. These are products that are actively being scaled, and you can actually see with this tool which ones are making money and which ones aren't. The issue with most people when they start e-commerce in 2024 is they try and sell products that don't necessarily have product market fit. And the issue with that is if you're trying to sell a product that nobody wants, no matter how good your website is, no matter how good your creatives are, and no matter how good of a business person you are, no one is going to buy your product. And the thing is, I've seen complete idiots sell products that not necessarily are amazing, but they just have a lot of demand and they're able to make a lot of money with e-commerce because they leveraged using products that have good product market fit. So getting into Callow data here, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. If we go over to the Explore tab, you guys will see that there's a lot of tools and a lot of different data we can see. Over here, it shows us the top products that we can sell. Right off the bat, I'm seeing something that's already could be a potential winner and it could be a potential multi-million-dollar e-commerce brand. Over here is a 15-day cleanse. It's basically a gut product. I've seen this before and I know it makes a lot of money. Just in the last 7 days, this brand has done over $1 million in sales, almost $150,000 a day with just a TikTok shop. Now imagine if someone took this product and built a full-fledged e-commerce brand around it. And newsflash guys, going back to the first point I made here, you guys can actually leverage dropshipping suppliers to supply this product. We offer them, just click the first link in the bio. They actually show you the creators that are making the money as well. For you guys that maybe don't have the content yourself for your e-commerce brand, you can always do what we call ripping and rip content from other people, basically steal content online to validate and test these products. They even show you the top videos down here. This is just a simple tool that any of you guys can use to find winning products to leverage for your e-commerce brand. If you're not going to use this tool, I highly recommend any other tool out there, but just take my advice and try using a product research tool to find your product. Guys, trust me, that $1 million product idea you have that hasn't been invented yet will not work. I've been there, done that. You want to try and sell products that already have product market fit, and it'll be a lot easier for you to make money. The next and most important point I need to make when it comes to starting and scaling an e-commerce business in 2024 is focusing on your creatives. Most people do not focus on their creatives, and that is the downfall to why they're not able to make money in e-commerce in 2024. The hard truth is, guys, your website really doesn't matter. Your product page doesn't really matter. Your product experience doesn't really matter. And when you're starting out, your shipping times don't really matter either. This is coming from someone who's making over $1 million a month with e-commerce. I can tell you straight up, the most important part of this whole business model is literally just your creatives. If you guys don't have a high output of a lot of high quality and good creatives, it's gonna be very difficult to make money. Every day per brand, I'm launching between 20 to 50 creatives per e-commerce store, meaning that we're making 20 to 50 unique video ads and we're launching them on Meta, TikTok, and Google every single day. That's why we're able to make over $1 million a month. It's a creative game. And anyone who says otherwise is not making money in the space. If you guys aren't launching high quality creatives and are not focusing on making high quality creatives, then you will not see success. Now, if you guys want more specific help on how to make high quality creatives, either click on my big guide video that I'm gonna plug on the screen here, or click the first link in my bio and me and my team can help you find, make, and scale high quality creatives. It's a creative game. And I can't say that enough because I've said this before and I'll say it again, you don't have winning products, you have winning creatives. And when you're trying to scale an e-commerce brand in 2024, if you're not leveraging a high output of good creatives, you're basically playing the game on hard mode. I, before years ago, would only launch maybe 4 or 5 creatives a week, and I find it hard to break $1,000 a day in sales. Now we average over 33K a day, and that's because we just have so many high quality creatives. Don't sleep on creatives. The next point I need to make on things you should know before starting an e-commerce brand in 2024 is something that a lot of people will question, but it makes a lot of sense once you hear me out. And that is price your products higher. You guys need to price your products higher because if you don't price them high enough, you will not be able to outbid your competition. When you're selling a product online, you're basically bidding on paid media. You're running Facebook ads, you're running TikTok ads, you're running Snapchat ads, you're running paid media. You need to have a good metric behind each product. If you can only spend $10 to acquire a customer, you will not be able to outbid the guy who can spend 20. The issue most people make is when they try and sell a product, they try and undercut all the competition. While that might make sense to some people, it doesn't work in 2024. Because the thing is, if your competitor can spend $10 to acquire that customer, but you can only spend $5, he's gonna outbid you and he's gonna outscale you because your ads won't perform, but his will. Every other guru online is gonna say, yo, you should price your products cheaper than your competition because that's how you're gonna get the conversion. That's not the truth, and that's a hard lie. You guys wanna price it higher than the competition and make you seem like the alpha in the space, make your perceived value as if you are the top company in that industry. So make sure you price your products higher. Don't price them anything below your competition and try and be the alpha in the space, because if you aren't, you'll be outbidded by your competition and it's just not going to be a fun road. The next point and things you need to know before starting an e-commerce business in 2024, and that is build to sell. Guys, e-commerce is a long game. You're playing the long game here, and you want to leverage the fact that these businesses sell at a very high multiple to your advantage. I'm sure everybody watching this video doesn't just want a couple grand, they want millions. And the only way to make millions in the online money space is by actually selling your business. Guys, if you don't build your e-commerce brand to sell, you're missing out on half the pie. Because hear me out, you can get around 3 to 5x your profit on your e-commerce business when you exit your business. So hypothetically, let's say you made $1 million on your e-commerce brand. You can sell that brand for upwards of $3 to $5 million, meaning every dollar you made during the duration of that e-commerce brand, you can add an extra $3 to $5 on top of that. That's huge, because at the end of the day, when you're playing this game and you're putting all this work towards building this brand and acquiring customers and actually making money, it's a shame if you can't sell that business a couple years down the road. Now, how do you build a business to sell? First and most important thing is focus on customer. Focusing on the customer is something a lot of people neglect, and down the road, it actually becomes a huge part of the business. And it's not hard at all. All you guys need to do is make sure your products are getting better over time. A lot of people think they need to sell the best product off the bat, and that's how they're gonna build a profitable and amazing e-commerce business, and that's wrong. Guys, products change over time, products iterate over time. The first version of Coca-Cola had cocaine in it. It doesn't have cocaine in it anymore, and that's the whole point. When you're selling products, the first version isn't gonna be the best. Over time, you're gonna make it better. If you're selling a hair oil, maybe the first version isn't the best, but then you add rosemary to it, you add castor oil to it, you make it better over time. Same thing went with the electric lighters. My first e-commerce business, the first electric lighter sucked. The cap would always come off, it would break easily, it didn't charge well. We made the battery better. We made it a magnetic cap so it snapped on better. We increased they had like a little light on it. We made the light a bit brighter so people felt like it was a lot easier to use. We made it so initially customers were saying the product would get really hot in their hands, so we found a way to cool it down. We made a lot of improvements to the product over time, and that's why we were able to sell that business. If it wasn't for the improvements we made, it would just be a normal, regular e-commerce brand that couldn't exit. Now, the last point I need to make here, the last thing you guys should do before starting an e-commerce brand in 2024 is get a mentor. Now, there's two routes to go down with starting an e-commerce brand. You can do everything yourself, or you can find someone to help you out and accelerate the path to success. Now, don't get me wrong, a mentor is not gonna get you rich quick, but what it will do is accelerate the learning process. And at the end of the day, everyone is gonna go through that learning process. There's a bumpy road to getting to the other side. But trust me guys, the grass is always greener on the other side. And once you get this business model to work, it truly is life-changing. Having a mentor, having someone to hold your hand throughout the way, show you what to do, show you what not to do, and especially give you the right resources off the bat, like suppliers and ad accounts, is huge, because if you don't have that, it's gonna take a lot longer to get to scale otherwise. As always guys, I do have a program. I don't push it out a lot. If you guys are watching this and you're actually interested in getting some help with starting an e-commerce brand in 2024 and actually making money with this business model, just click the first link in the bio and schedule a call with me and my team so we can help you guys out. As always guys, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys clicking on this video and clicking on the channel. If you want more content like this, just comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.